Welcome to Morning Coffee with Bob. I'm your host, Bob. Had a long weekend. My daughter got married. Beautiful wedding. Congratulations to them. They're on their honeymoon. We just got back. And I tried to keep my eye. It was pretty stressful. I was just doing a lot of running, a lot of driving, a lot of things going on. So anyway, I've been looking at a lot of the broker transparency things going on, and that's just a simple case to me. Like, we already have the proof. James Lamb from STBC, Small Business Trucking Coalition. Pink Cheetah Express sued TQL, Total Quality Logistics. We got to see. So that case was lost, and then they're filing again. The court didn't even like what they seen, but the fact is, in the findings, TQL took 40% of the load. They took 40%. Now I'm just going to assume that everyone takes 40% because that's the only real proof I have. There's a lot of brokers that'll lie about, oh, I take this, I take that. Here's the thing. I've been being lied to, and we all have been being lied to about pickup times, delivery times. There's nothing that a broker hasn't lied to me or you about. So I judge people by their character. When they say, hey, you got to be there at 7 o'clock, and you get there and like, you don't have to be here till 9. See, that's because they believe your time is free. And brokers will use an unlimited amount of anything free. And the second you say something, they'll get real defensive because it's not their time. It's not their money. But we do have proof that they take 40%. We have the receipt of 40% of what a broker takes. And unless you have a receipt that can prove from a court of law that you don't take 40%, I'm going to assume that all brokers take 40%. That's what they take. I'm going to judge you by the character, by your character. And your character says you're liars because, like I said, for 35 years of my life, you've lied. You've lied about the delivery time, the pickup time, the where I'm going, how far it is, what the pay miles are. You lied about stops. There's nothing you really haven't lied about. So it's okay that I can judge the group of you because it's not by one. That's happened hundreds of times from hundreds of different brokers. But I do have one receipt from a court of law that says you're charging 40%. That's what you're charging. That's what you're all charging. Because that's the only proof I have. The only thing I see to go against that is more lies. Someone saying that's just not true. Well, I don't care about your semantics or your ideas. We, the people, have the proof from a court of law that freight brokers take 40% of the load. Unless you plan on showing a receipt or going to court or showing the evidence, you take 40%. Quit lying about it. For crying out loud. Anyway, that appeal is about to happen again between Pink Cheetah Express and TQL. By the way, TQL, the FMCSA went to TQL and they made TQL apologize to Pink Cheetah Express. Single truck owner, I believe, female. They had to apologize to her. They wouldn't show any of the other freight that she hauled, but that's where we're at. And Sean Duffy has vowed to do something about broker transparency. Sean Duffy, the Secretary of Transportation. Now that we have Derek Barr in there, I'd like to see what's really going to happen, if that's going to change. I'm curious about that. Anyway, have a good day. Enjoy your coffee.